There are less than 1 million people in the world that own one whole Bitcoin, and I am one of them. And in this video, I'm going to explain to you my thoughts on why you should own one whole Bitcoin as well. If you're new to this channel, my name is Aaron. I'm on a journey to as many Bitcoins as I can have kids, basically, and helping as many people to their first. I'm just a lizard brain, gorilla arm, diamond handed cowboy on the Wild West journey with a whole bunch of other cowboys. If you want to join us, hit the subscribe button down below. I really think it's the most important thing you could do along in your crypto journey is surround yourself with a trusted community, and you're more than welcome to join the Cowboys, join the saloon. All the links are in the description down below. Now, here's what I'm thinking, okay? It's been such a long journey from March and started this whole journey, and I accumulated the level of Bitcoin, right? The total value in August, and I made those videos, and now I finally made the switch to actually owning that whole one Bitcoin. So if I could just kind of like little flex here, I want to just go to my Binance account, and there it is. Here it is, one Bitcoin. Oh my goodness, this is beautiful. The average price that I probably own it at is probably around 51,000 right now. I did start accumulating, back when it was like 30,000, and I just kind of laddered into it. I wish I did it, I just bought it all together, but I was trying to play the whole game and whole market. But here it is. Here's my one Bitcoin. I own it. It's mine. I can do whatever I want with it. I'm probably gonna, put it in some kind of exchange to make some yield back on it. But I feel so proud for owning this Bitcoin. Now, my total profile is probably around 80,000. I haven't added up all my wallets yet, but I probably have about $80,000. And so you're probably going to see me do some crazy stuff with that, trying to gamble, especially in this bull market. But in this video, I'm going to explain to you why I own this one Bitcoin, okay? And so I want to start here with Bitcoin's price. It's currently $62,500, $600. And this is where it's at right now. We're just under the all-time highs. We're probably going to break the all-time highs within the next week or so. We looked at Plan B's prediction, and he predicted a $64,000 Bitcoin in October, which is very, very likely. I mean, it's only like about $1,000 away or so, which is incredible. And it's been trading for a whole week at around this $62,000 mark, over 60,000, like since the 15th. So like 4 days or so. This is amazing, right? Before in April, when we broke $60,000 for Bitcoin, it was like, how did we get here? It's just like a parabolic run up, and then it crashed and consolidated and came back. But now it's like sustaining right here at these levels. So in my opinion, these are no new support levels where we're just going to shoot up from here, especially in the bull run. I'm not sure what happens in 2022. It could crash down to like 40,000. I don't know. But at this point, I don't care. I am one of the very few people in the world, just like so crazy to think about, that own one whole Bitcoin. And here is exactly why I do that. Okay, here's reason number one. I'm going to start off with the bad reasons, then start off with the good reasons. Start with the bad reason. Inflation is crazy. I don't care if people are telling me it's at 5.4%. I don't think this is true. I don't think this is true. My eggs went up by 50%. Okay, my gas went up by 50%. It was $2. It's now $3.15. It's insane. It's insane. Rent, housing has gone up. Like I'm grateful because my house, I bought it at $280,000. I could sell it now for $400,000, no problem. Not without blinking an eye. The housing market's crazy. Manufacturing's crazy. Gasoline prices are crazy. It's all insane. And this is part of the reason why I want Bitcoin, because I can't trust what's happening in the world right now. It makes me nervous, honestly. And then there's all kinds of the people who are making assumptions that, hey, the inflation will keep rising. It's gonna be rising towards the end of the year. So I have no idea what the heck is going on. But inflation is rising. Let's say they say that inflation is gonna rise by about 6% by the end of the year. Did you get a 6% raise? No, you didn't, because everyone's hurting for money right now. I sure didn't. I didn't get a 6% raise. And so this is my point. I can't trust forget the government, right? I don't care if it's a Republican or a Democrat in the government. I don't trust the government. Not for myself, not to take care of me. they're self-interested. I don't trust in that stuff, and I don't know if you should too. You can trust it. I don't know what government you're. I mean, I don't care. All the governments are the same. You know what I mean? Like everyone is. I got all that like internal badness that they just adhere to. This self-servingness, and that's just not me. I know I could if I were to depend on someone's innate goodness or innate badness, I'm going to defer to their innate badness. People are self-interested. This is my opinion, of course. I mean, I don't want to, but this is where I'm at, right? This is where I'm at. I want to be able to take care of myself because I don't think anyone else is going to take care of me. So the rising inflation and whatever decisions they're going to make for that, that's going to happen. Here's the second reason. 21% of the dollars were printed in 2020. Okay, so I know we've got a global community of cowboys here, but the US dollar is the standard to which all other currencies are pegged to right now, okay? Right now. And so 21% of the US dollars were printed in 2020. That alone should tell us inflation rose by 21%. You understand? Like, that alone should say inflation rose by 21%. Did you get a 21% raise? I think not. So that's why I'm into crypto, right? I've got a full-time job as a pastor, but I need to get into crypto. Because why? Because it's a hedge against inflation. It's my small way to like try to preserve the wealth in my family without getting eaten up alive by just like rising prices and all that kind of stuff. My savings account's not worth anything anymore, and Bitcoin to me is the new savings account. Now, let's get into the good reasons. Here's why I am into Bitcoin right now. First reason, I don't overthink things. This is the weekly asset fund where it measures all the inflow of money into a particular asset. And you could see here, Bitcoin tops the charts by a wide margin of almost $70 million into Bitcoin in the last week, okay? Ethereum lost money. Solana lost money, Cardano gained a little bit, Polkadot gained a little bit, especially with those parachains coming out. But Bitcoin gained $70 million. And here's what the price they were trading at, right? They were trading from like, this price right here, about the 11th to the 15th. And so they're probably trading around the $55,000 to $60,000 mark. You'd probably give it around like $57,000. So Bitcoin was probably worth on average about $57,000 now. Right now it's worth $62,000 now, and who knows where it'll be next week and the week after. So I feel like it's a pretty good bet that Bitcoin is gonna stay up here, especially in the next few months. Here's the next one. Why I'm into Bitcoin. Futures. ETF is gonna make its debut on Tuesday. So ETFs are coming to play, and what all this means, some people have different opinions on different futures, ETFs, and whatever. You know what I mean? Like, I'm not the biggest analyst on stocks and all these things. Here's what I know: more people are pouring into their exposure of Bitcoin. Right, right here, Valkyrie will launch Bitcoin futures ETF this week. So this week's a big one for ETFs. But here's even more news to be kind of like. Let me reframe my thoughts around Bitcoin, is that it's not losing interest, it's gaining interest, right? Not just the ETFs, but Jack Dorsey's Square plans to build an open source Bitcoin mining system. It'll be the biggest Bitcoin mining network system in the world. And so Jack Dorsey is the founder of Twitter and the CEO of Square, and he's going to start mining Bitcoin. Now, if you didn't know, the last Bitcoin will be mined in 2114 or something like that. 21, like literally 100 years from now. And so he's willing to start mining Bitcoin because he thinks that it's going to be so valuable in the future, which is very, very interesting. Now, as far as people accumulating Bitcoin, we see that there's a long-term holder acquisition right now. Long-term holders of Bitcoin are still acquiring more Bitcoin in a bull run. You would think that they would buy, these altcoins or whatever to gain more, to, make bigger profits and massive gains, because Bitcoin doesn't do these huge jumps, at least not compared to like these parabolic like 10x, 2x, 3x, 4x, 5x gains. But more people are accumulating Bitcoin. Look, I'm not someone who tries to outthink things, right? I don't know anything, so I'm just going to look at what people are doing and be like, oh, this is what majority of people are doing, especially people with a lot of money. Okay, I'm going to do that too. So this compared and with this the Bitcoin is being accumulated as early as last week by a wide margin. That's where I'm going to go. And so the long-term Bitcoin holders own 80% of the circulating Bitcoin. So what that means is that people who own Bitcoin, they own the majority. They own 80% of that circulating Bitcoin. That means there's less demand. They're not selling. Long-term holders, right? They don't sell. That means there's less supply in the market and growing demand for it. More people want Bitcoin, less Bitcoin is available. That means the price is going to go higher. And that's just kind of what I'm looking at. Now, the last statistic I want to show you here is this. Thus, the total number of individuals who might hold at least one Bitcoin varies between 400,000 and 800,000, and I am one of them. It feels so good. It just feels so good. Anyway, these are just some of my thoughts and statistics. Here's where I'm going to go on from here. I've got about $15,000 of just crypto. I think I'm going to put them into projects like Polkadot, like Solana, on Cardano. I'm going to steer clear from Ethereum, but I'm going to play on those chains a little bit. Binance Smart Chain, of course, for my cowboys out there. I know you guys love Binance Smart Chain, but you guys really should get into Solana and start branching out into Polkadot and ADA. Start like really going into places where people are not already. And that's where I'm at. Other than that, I'm going to save my Bitcoin. I'm going to try to outperform Bitcoin, and let's see what happens. But other than that, I'm not going to sell my Bitcoin. This is locked up as far as I'm concerned. It's locked up in here. No one can get to, unless Binance is hacked or something like that. And I'm probably going to stake it or put it on crypto.com to earn 4.5% on it. But we'll see. We'll see how I feel. Anyway, guys, don't overthink things, guys. Lizard brain, gorilla arms, diamond hands. Thanks for watching. We're going to the moon together. Cowboys go to the moon. Let's see ya.